What's going on, guys? Bodacious Steve here. Today's video we're going to be talking about Anthem and my thoughts on it and why I think that you need to get into this game. Without further ado, let's jump on into it. So, as you guys probably know, Anthem had its VIP demo launch this weekend and I got a chance to play it. I am blown away with this game. This game has caught my attention and caught my eye because I love it so far. I don't know what it is exactly, but the looter shooter fact of it is just great. It reminds me of Destiny big time. So if you're a huge Destiny fan and you love doing the looter shooter type, you know, grinding, getting new gear, getting new weapons, getting new armor, and all of that type of stuff, you're gonna love this game because this is exactly what Anthem is. In Anthem, there are 4 different javelins. It's kind of like the different classes in Destiny. So you've got the Storm, you've got the Colossus, you got the Interceptor, and you've got the Ranger. The Ranger is like your generic soldier. You've got a bunch of missiles, you've got all of the basic type of stuff. It's a very easy class to use. That is what you will start out as in the beta at least. Then you got the Interceptor. The Interceptor is more of like your assassin type, super quick, very agile. You can compare it to the Hunter class. Then you've got the Colossus. This is the big boy of the javelins. This guy is like a Titan in Destiny, so it's more of the hardcore, hard-hitting, stay on the ground and pound type class. Then you've got the Storm. This one is like your Warlock from Destiny. This guy will hover above the battle, use all of his elements, and do a crap ton of damage, but this guy does not have as much health as the other guys, so he does not really need to be on the ground. That is why he just chills in the air. So throughout this game, you have a bunch of different activities you can play. You've got free play, you've got the story missions, and you've got a stronghold. That's all that we have in the beta so far. But from what I can tell, all of these activities are a blast. And it took me about an hour or so to get into the flow of things and figure out how the controls work. But once you get the controls down, it is so fluent and it is so just perfect. It's buttery smooth. The flying mechanics is so awesome. You can do so many different things in this game with combos and attacks and using your weapons as well as using your elemental abilities and all of that bring together the intricacy of this game, and it just feels so good. So I chose to play as the Interceptor because I'm a Hunter main. I love being a quick and agile class in any game. So if it's a looter shooter or an RPG or anything, and I get to be an assassin type, that is the class I'm going to pick. So for the Interceptor, that's the gameplay you're seeing now. There are a bunch of different attacks that I can do. Basically, I've got a crap ton of melee stuff, which is awesome because you're supposed to get in, do a lot of damage to some of these enemies, and then get out. That is the whole point behind this Interceptor, and I love that. I think it's so fun. I love the fact that I get to choose how I want to play, and I get to upgrade my gear and choose what different abilities I'm going to use based on what I like, and that's awesome. So throughout each activity, you can have up to 4 people, which is great. This stronghold that you're seeing here, we're fighting this boss, and we've got me on the Interceptor, and then I believe we've got a mage a mage. We've got a Storm, a Colossus, and a Ranger. We've got one of each, and that really made it diverse, and it made it where the fight was really cool because we could have the Storm doing all of its elemental damage while I'm on the ground using my little like blade dancer type thing on the boss on its feet. So you can do a bunch of different things where you're comboing and gosh, I don't know. There's just so much to this game that makes me happy and it makes me excited for the future of this game because I think it's going to be really successful. I think that what we see now in this beta, other than the bugs, like the bugs, put those aside, but everything that I have played that is just solid gameplay and solid gunfights and everything like that, it just feels so good and it feels like it has been polished really well. Now for the Stronghold I really enjoy. Obviously it reminds me of strikes from Destiny, but strongholds have a little bit more to it. They will take around 30 minutes for you to complete depending on how good you are, but there are a bunch of different things that you got to do. So like the beginning of this stronghold, you got to get some echoes is what they're called, and like deposit them into a certain spot, and then you can move on to the next phase. After that, then you will get a chest, and then you'll do another phase and you'll get another chest after that, and then you fight the boss, which is cool because you're gonna constantly get loot throughout this entire thing, rather than doing the entire strike or stronghold that you're doing and have to wait to get that loot. Now, one thing that is undermined in this game is the weapons. The weapons are really solid, but that is not the primary focus of this game, which is really cool because I really like how they're emphasizing the abilities and using your class to be successful rather than just focusing on your weapons, whereas in Destiny it's more of a weapon type game. So in summary, I am super excited for the launch of it. I hope that you guys get into it. There is another beta coming out next week. It'll be February 1st through 3rd, I believe. It is an open beta, so if you are a big fan of Destiny, like I said, I highly encourage jumping into this game and trying it out. Grab a couple of your buddies because this game won't let you down. It is going to be a good game for 2019. I hope to see you guys out there. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more Anthem content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Do you unlock armor?
Not right now. Not for the beta, at least.
Good stuff.
I can't get him right now. I have no help at all. Oh, I got critted. He's absolute. Just do some damage to the boss and he's dead. You just have to shoot him a couple times. The sniper and he's dead. Oh, I didn't get me. What the heck is at zeros?
He's lagging for me.
Nice. Stuff. Alright. I can't be roast, can I? Oh, that's good. Heck yeah.